What's up, everybody? Give me a couple moments while I share that we are live doing the watch list Monday. I'll be right with you guys. All right, what's up, everybody? What's going on? All right, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Wild day today, Lucian. 900 with a 3,000 equity account in the first 25 minutes on paper. Awesome job. Make sure, again, always got to keep you guys in check. Make sure you're trading with the exact share positions in your paper account as you would with a real account. Don't want to take away your victory, but as long as you're trading with the exact shares in your paper account as you are in a real account, great job. If not, then switch to making sure you trade with the exact shares that you would in your real account as you would virtual. We're super important, or we're super adamant about that. When you get a second, look at BIOC with a 1 or 2 minute time frame, head and shoulders. Oh, awesome, Mustafa. Glad you found out about us. Todd says, hey, Lucian, or hey, everyone. Lucian, how long do you hold swing trades for, and how long do you wait to bail? It's kind of a loaded question, right? So I am more of a short-term trader. Again, you got to look at the market, see what the market's doing. See, again, when the market's going like trading sideways in these ranges, sideways in here, sideways over here, it's going to be a lot shorter of a swing trade than when the market is kind of going up or going down, right? So it's kind of a loaded question on that one. It's kind of tough to say. We're all about support and resistance. Obviously, you want to hold longer term, but it could be, when the market's in a symmetrical triangle like this, it could get really messy, right? So we've been noticing like it's, kind of goes up. Again, look at all these trading sideways days, all these trading sideways days, all like this. It's been very choppy for a long time. Lots of choppiness because the market's been in this symmetrical triangle. And right now it's at angular, well, it broke out of angular resistance. Now it's at horizontal resistance. Needs to get above that 2808 area right over in here. Then it might have some room to that 2840s area. So it's starting to break out of the symmetrical triangle, which is good. Now we got to see if it can continue upwards. So, what about LB today? Conclusions? Is that LB meaning a stock or my initials? Let me take a look at LB. LB's not looking so hot right now. It's very bearish. Well, it's right at, it's getting near support, or you're right at that 3070 area. Watch for maybe a potential reversal. Showing sign that it might be starting to reverse, but it's not quite there yet. Awesome, Donnie. Good to hear. That's good to hear. Again, we're always just trying to keep you guys in check. Again, we're all about making sure that you treat your paper trading account the exact same way as you would a real account. 100% same stop losses, same risk management, all of that. Very, very, very important. So it's good to hear you've done that, Donnie. Lucian, I traded AVGO. It looks like that's going to down more. Let me see. AVGO. Yeah, it's that's a good eye right there. You have a bearish engulfing. Be careful with this hammer though. That can get a little bit messy, but yeah, I mean it's looking like it's definitely got some more potential room to fall. But when it's caught in this wick like that, you got to be careful. There could be lots of bouncings up and down. So it might not just go completely down. It could get this yo-yo effect. So be careful. Is AVGO a good buy for swing trading? Well, it's bearish on the way down right now. You'd want to see a potential reversal happen right here. Get some reversal action going on. Right now you have this big green candle up, and then you have this big volume down. So you got to be careful. It's showing a bearish engulfing pattern. So you got to watch what happens. It's got to choose a direction at this point. All right, let's get into the watch list video for Monday, or the watch list for Monday. And my plan for today is to get this watch list video in for you guys. Take a nap, because I have not taken a nap today. Wake up. Get a Greek-style pizza, hamburger, mushroom, pepperoni. So I will not be posting shirtless selfies on Instagram anytime soon. Maybe I'll get some Coronas. Maybe I'll do, it's kind of warm out, Corona Light, a bag of Doritos, and some type of form of ice cream. And then maybe rent a Red Box video, or watch some Ghost Adventures. I'm kind of torn as to what. Maybe I'll do a combination of both. And you guys watch Ghost Adventures? I'll give them a plug. I really like Ghost Adventures. It's a good show. Wow, you guys are really chatty today. Man, this could be a very long video. I like how you guys are chatting. That's really good. But then I get distracted. What does it say? What are my views? I don't really trade USD, JPY. I don't really do that type of style trading, but I could look at it. Let me see. How do I do it? I can look at the charts. USD, JP. How do I figure that out on Thinkorswim? What is that? JPY, USD, JP. Do you know the symbol? There it is. So let's look at the charts. So, kind of has a cup and handle-ish pattern. Not looking so hot right now. You got kind of a an evening starish, bearish harami-ish pattern. So this might be reversing on the way down. So you got kind of a star-ish pattern forming, bear-ish harami pattern. Might be showing signs of a reversal. So I wouldn't be quite bullish on it yet, but got to see what happens on Monday. Zach is the man, right? I freaking love Zach. He's so awesome. Ghost Adventures, you know what? I don't know what part's real and what part's not, but he's incredible. I love great stuff. He's really good. Is it available on Netflix? I am not sure if it is. I think it's on the Travel Channel. He's so good, though. So good. Snowfall, huh? I haven't watched that. Coffee, yeah. I don't want coffee now. But yeah, after this, I will be taking my nap. Hopefully. My brain never shuts down, guys. I try to take a nap and then it like revs up. Anytime I go to sleep, it like keeps going. But that's it, right? We're always trying to help you guys. Give back to you guys. So rest. I guess I'll rest when I'm dead, huh? Lucian, what strong reversal patterns do you rely on? I like star patterns. I like, again, you got to look for the stars and look for the evening star, morning star patterns. I like more of like the 2 and 3 candlestick patterns. When it gets to like stuff like you know, head and shoulders, stuff like that. I'm not really fond of those until it breaks like a neckline. So I'm not a fan of like right shoulder areas, I guess you'd say. But I like, you know, 2 and 3. Let me see if I can find a good example for you guys. Now, again, on low floaters, it becomes a little bit more challenging, right? A lot of times you don't get as much time to react. So I like medium to higher floats that give me the time, that show a good reversal pattern, where sometimes low floaters, you have seconds to react really quick, and then you're dealing with like usually long candle wicks or hanging man kind of style candle wicks, so it gets a little bit tougher. I like seeing a nice star pattern. You know, it's something that gives me a good shot as a reversal using a smaller candlestick, either on the way up, shorting on the way down, or reversal to buy, like, you know, dip buy, right? I like when there's a lot of room away from the moving average lines. So I'm trying to give you a good example. Pixie's not a good example, but let's see. Like this, for example. This is something that's very difficult, right? When it just pumps up, now you're dealing with all these high wave candles, and it's the bulls and the bears just getting trapped right here. I don't like that. I like, let me see if I can find something I like better. Not these. See how they just kind of go up and then smack back down? You got to be very quick. I like room to the moving average lines. I'll find something for you guys. Again, stuff like this. I don't like these things, like all the crazy candlesticks like that. Another one, very quick. Market's been really messy lately. Let me find a good example. Then I got to make a watch list. You guys are cutting into my nap time. Not sure why you're getting that message, Kayla. That's weird. Yeah. Guys, I'm trying to find a reversal pattern that I would like for you guys, but I'm not liking what I'm seeing. Let me see. Nah, this is making things very difficult for me. Look at all this garbage choppiness. Guys, a lot, again, with the markets kind of that indecision mode right now on the daily. I like tweezer tops, tweezer bottoms. That's another one. So, like, I might look at something like this. I would keep an eye on, like this. This is something I like. Let me zoom in over here. Or was I just seeing that? Where the heck did I see it? Oh, okay. When a stock's moving up, let's say like RUBI, right? It's moving up, getting a bit overextended. I like seeing a 5-minute tweezer top pattern right here and then short below it, right? So you can see equal highs, tweezer tops, take a short below it right down here, down to the moving average lines with a close above the tweezer tops as my stop. So right here, I don't know, let's see, what's this, 335, not 3, again, there's not a lot of room. So I like a lot of room. This is a pattern though. Like I like to see tweezer tops with a lot of room. Not even a lot, you know, like maybe there's 20, 25 cents down. I'm just trying to scalp 10 or 12 cents of it, right? Not trying to get too greedy. This, I like this, but I don't like this, right? This is where it really gets messy. But you can see kind of a star pattern, a doji star pattern. It gets a little difficult right here when you get like the long tails right here. I like smaller, like, I'm not seeing good pattern. I'll see when I do the watch list. I'll let you know when I see something better. But I like tweezer tops, tweezer bottoms. I like star patterns, and I like seeing them on a 5-minute, using a 1-minute as an entry, and then, you know, a candlestick close above it as my stop. So this, if I took a short below here and it bounced up and it smacked around, you can see that there was no candlestick close above this doji. So again, I like more room movement away from the moving average lines on both sides. Yeah, exactly, Adam. That's funny. You're right. Yeah, it's a good point. All right, let me try to get to this watch list here because I'll be talking to you guys all night. And it might get a little bit messy because of how the market's doing right now. Indecision mode. All right, so what do we got? Garbage, garbage, garbage. Yep. Don't like it. So this right here, I'd be looking at this one, SIGA, for a potential breakout above 754. You can see it popped up after market and then smacked right back down. On the hourly, let's take a look at that. Yeah, so on the hourly, it's got like a shooting star pattern. So I'm like, that doesn't look so hot. It's kind of popped up and then broke back down, but that's aftermarket. So this one might be one to keep an eye on. Getting close to tweezer top. So if it can break above 750, it might have a chance. So I would look at this one and put about resistance probably around $8. So I don't like it aftermarket now, but that's okay. We'll look at it Monday and see what happens. So here I would put all right, so watch if price can break out above the 750s right here with resistance around $8. Again, a little bit overextended, but watch, again, if you're looking to day trade something like this, again, you're just looking to make a scalp. So, again, after hours here today, not looking so hot, but, you know, see if it can get a pop on Monday. SIGA. CLPS. Don't like that chart. It's going to be one of those watch lists, I can tell already. All right, this is something I like to look at. So SPCB, you can see it's holding its highs on the day. It needs to get above that 215. And if it can get above 215, you have some resistance anywhere between, kind of right at the top, right below 250. So this is one. Let me go to the hourly. Yeah, again, kind of as an ascending wedge here. So, all right. So this is one I'll put on. Watch for a potential break above 215 with resistance around 247. So see if you can break above that 215 area, resistance right around 247. SPCB. Nope. Lots of garbage today. Lots of garbage. Garbage. Look at that. BIOC. Whoever was asking about BIOC. You got a shooting star pattern here. Who the heck knows on this, right? Here's a garbage chart. Trading sideways. Complete garbage. Gets a pump up. Here you go. 3-4 days of movement, which is good. If you're day trading this thing, you can go and scalp in between here. Low float, crazy low float stock. But as far as the daily pattern goes, who the heck knows? This thing can completely dump or completely jump. There's no pattern to it. I mean, you have one bull flag, goes up, shooting star, which tends to be a reversal on the way down, but got to be careful with these low floaters that go crazy. They can pump and dump really quickly. So as far as looking at this to go either direction, it's got to pick a direction. That's why I'd keep it on trade ideas, let trade ideas determine on Monday. I don't like the pattern now at all. Ugh. Lots of garbage charts, guys. Lots of it. Again, going back, so you can say garbage. Oh, why is that? Again, go back to the charts. We always say go back to the charts. If you ever want to know why the market's doing something, very important, go to the charts. These blue lines show a symmetrical triangle, which is a massive amount of indecision. Price breaks out of that symmetrical triangle, hits previous horizontal resistance in these areas here, and now you have this small little spinning top candle showing indecision. When you see that, be careful of potential reversal back down. Support, resistance, over and over and over. Again, if you're new and you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure to take our courses. We teach you a lot in our courses. Our courses are free on our website. Links below to our website. A few $1,000s worth of courses. We drill it over and 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 over again in your head. Support, resistance. That's what everything is in the stock market. So incredibly important. If you don't know support and resistance, very important piece of advice. Never trade with real money, right? Might as well just go to a slot machine and put your money in a slot machine. If you don't know support and resistance and you're trading with real money, you're going to get lucky. And you get lucky, right? There's times you'll get lucky. We all get lucky, but you're better off just going to a slot machine, put your money in a slot machine, right? You might lose a lot less money. So very, very important. If you don't know support and resistance, do not trade ever with real money, right? Very important. If you're a surgeon, right, you go to school, medical school, and then you're learning on what it takes to open somebody up, cut someone open with a knife, right? Well, the moment you get out of medical school, do you go right away and operate on somebody? Or do you practice, right? Do you look over someone's shoulder? You become an apprentice, shadow somebody, practice till you get comfortable, right? Of course, you're not going to go and open somebody up with a knife right when you get out of medical school. You got to practice. Same thing, right? If you want to learn trading, would it make sense that you want to practice and know what you're doing first before you go and trade with real money? Of course. You got to practice trading like you would in any other career profession, and it takes a lot of practice. Lots of practice. Very important. Yeah, good question. Very good question, Frank. How is the Candlestick book going? Very good question. It's getting closer. I think we're very close. I think we're almost finished with the wallpaper backgrounds. It has taken a lot longer than we had hoped, but it's also very, very artistic and very done really well. So I think you guys will like. I'll give you a preview here. Let me see if I can go. The heck? Why is my... Huh. There we go. Give you guys a preview. A sneak preview. It's not completed yet, but I'll give you guys a sneak preview as what these are going to look like. There's going to be about 3 of them. So you'll see here's our bullish patterns one. As you guys can see, super creative, very artistic, lots of work put into this. So there'll be this one. There'll be one on bearish as well, right over in here. And then we'll be having one on reversal patterns, which we haven't finalized yet. So we're super close, and then we're going to take all these and put them into the, I was going to say yearbook, but the ebook. And so, again, taking us a lot longer, but as you can see, they're a lot more artistic, you know. So they'll be really good when they come out. Probably, I'm thinking, within the next 30 days. Way longer than I wanted it to be, but again, they'll be free. We won't be charging you, so sorry to make you wait, but at least it'll be free. Man, this watch list is garbage. All right. I don't like much of what I'm saying, guys. Let's see right here. Let's see. All right, let's put this one on. Don't love it at all, but we'll put it on because we need to have something to look at for Monday. This is not looking so hot. All right, so watch if price can get above 157 area with resistance at 200 SMA around 174. So watch the price can get above that 157 area, resistance right around that 200 SMA, right around 174. Awesome, Phil. Like. Glad, sorry again. Sorry it's taken so long. Welcome to our world. So what do I think about TGA? Bull flag here on the daily. Super overextended. It is easy to borrow, so it is shortable. Cool. Let's see here. Some resistance right at that 478 marker. That 200 SMA on the monthly. Some support here right around 392. Man, this is a difficult one. Look at that. Long candlestick up there. I'm gonna put this one as a potential short. Just so overextended on the daily, man. This thing's got to possibly pull back at some. That's when the market gets like this, it gets so annoying. What am I going to put this one on here? So the bull flag goes up, breaks out, kind of pulling back. Maybe I'll just do this. I'll do this one here. It did pull back a little bit right here. So this one's so hard to choose a direction. It's going to do something, so I might pull it on. Could go either way. Watch for potential continuation up with resistance in 470s. Again, be aware that it's super overextended. Could pull back. But as you guys can see, when you do a watch list, when the market's super in indecision mode, you get this a day or two a week many times where it's just hard to choose a direction, right? That's why we use scanners like Trade Ideas to find plays. So sometimes building the watch list can be very challenging. When you get those doji and spinning top candles, you get stuff like this, right? Pops up and smacked in the middle of moving average lines. Let's take a look at Disney, Tommy, I'll say. So, yeah, great call with Disney. Again, we don't do buy and sell signals, guys. We got to be very careful with that. So, be very careful. Tommy, I'm not calling you out, but in general, if you're asking somebody when to buy and sell, be careful trading with real money. So I just using this as an example for others, not calling you out, Tommy, but if you're asking when to buy or sell something, make sure you're not trading with real money. If you're paper trading, that's okay, but real money, you got to be very careful of that. So you had a good pop. It's right near resistance right here, right around that 110 area. Could it go up more? Sure. It's broaching resistance. It's been very super choppy. You kind of have a left shoulder, head, right shoulder, inverse head and shoulders ish. Again, you can see it kind of popped up a little bit today, kind of pulled back. Let's look at the hourly. I mean, this could reverse down or it could be bull flagging, right? It's so on the edge. But we tell people, hey, if you're up and you have good profits, it never is a bad thing to take your profits. Because think about it now, when you go into the weekend, you're holding something, who the heck knows what news is going to come out, right? You got to wait 2 days before Monday comes about. So if you're up $5 on something like this, you know, take your profits and then you could always look for entry. Could this go up to 113? Sure. But could this easily, you know, could this easily give back half its gains and drop down to $108? Sure. So that's the risk, right? Got to be careful holding into the weekends. Because any amount of information can come out. Shanu, yes. This is a stream about making the watch list for Monday, so yes, it's only about the watch list. And the watch list is not looking so hot. All right, so so this one might be kind of an ascending triangle, might be looking to break out above $9. So I'm going to do this. Let's do... Watch for potential continuation above 905 with resistance between $9.50 to $10. You can see right here on the weekly, if it can break out, obviously there's lots of resistance right in between here, but you know, between $9.50 to $10. Got some potential movement. Just be aware it's overextended. Might get a pop. Could see some support right down here, right around. So again, very important area to break above $9. LONE. All right, Carlos says, Lucian, I have EMA, MACD, VWAP that change color depending on trend direction for Thinkorswim. Where can I post a link for them so every Thinkorswim user can access them? That's awesome. We appreciate that. If you want to post it on our Facebook group right up over here, you can do that right in here. You can post in here if you'd like. And just tag maybe Tim, Dan, or myself, or Bullish Bears in general. Just tag us, post it right in here. That'd be awesome. Thank you. Lucian, have you heard that something guy? What do you mean, Mike? Not sure what you mean by that. I don't want to call out people's names. Just not sure what you're referring to. F8 FFHL. Let's see. Yeah, it's so choppy. Like a chart like this is just complete garbage. It's just, ugh. Just traps everywhere. I can't even look at that. It makes my head spin. Makes me dizzy. Makes me dizzy, guys. Like a chart like this, right? Where was it? FFHL. Lots of dizziness going on there. Oh, we do. We do put Canadian weed stocks on there. When they start to run, we definitely put stuff on for APH FQ or QF, Afria, this one right here. Yeah, it's just the problem is, right, when you see this, look at it. Look at it. It's just trading sideways. This could either, the problem is you can't, until it chooses a direction or a trend like this goes up or it goes down, it's very hard to trade this when it just completely is just trading sideways. Like this it's just, again, this completely could dump down to $7 or it can pump up. So that's why we try to put something on there that's going to be moving. And listen right now, it's just a complete yo-yo trap. Make you dizzy. Like a roller coaster. Thanks, Carlos. This watch list is making me want to go to sleep, guys. Not going to lie. Not A lot going on. All right, so this one, I don't love it, but kind of got a cup and a handle. So this might be doing a handle breakout. You can see on the daily, there is a gap right all the way up to 1550-ish. So this might get, again, it kind of popped up. Now it's coming back, right? It's kind of this yo-yo effect. It's just kind of annoying, but let's see. It might be bull flagging at an hourly, so that's some possible sign of encouragement. So let's put this one. Watch for possible movement up with gap fill around 1550-ish. NSTG. Yeah, the only problem with those things is that the thing with those the news on marijuana stocks, guys, it's so tough because the sector kind of moves together, right? They pump and they dump together. You know, many people can say, "Wow, these Canadian stocks are going to be great long term." You know, which ones? Which ones? You know, maybe APHQ is great. Again, we're not really teaching fundamentals. We're teaching you guys the technicals here. Obviously the technicals and the fundamentals are really good together, but when I'm doing, like, you know, small cap watch list, we don't really care about the fundamentals because we're trading this for a day trading list. When you get into swing trading, then yeah, absolutely, but you got to be careful in these ones that are smaller, like APH, whatever the heck this is, QF, you know, it's a smaller, nope, APH, you know, and it's a mid-range, right? You got to be careful, guys, right? You know, this thing pumps up from $4 to 20, and then it drops back down to 7 again. Now it's trading sideways. You know, so you got to be very careful with these. TWMJF, that's the Mac Daddy of Canada. What is that one doing? It's the big dog of Canada weed stocks. I can't even pull up the frickin' symbol. Come on. And apparently it doesn't want me to pull up the big dog of Canada, ACBFF. Another one, right, guys? So here's another one, ACBFF, another huge Canadian pot stock. What is it doing? It's in the middle of a symmetrical triangle, yo-yo affecting. And it's just, I mean, goes from $2 up to 12, now trapping people down at 6. It can dump, it could pump. You know, kind of the same thing as that, you know, APHQF. It's just kind of just trading sideways. They all run together, you know. Got to be very careful with these. So trying to, like, swing trade something like these, very difficult. Day trading, great moves, right? When they move, they move. They move up and they move down, great volatility. Swing trading, very, very difficult. Derm, what do I think of Derm? All right, good eye. Good eye. The only problem is 2 spinning top doji candles right near resistance. So it kind of goes up, comes back down. So this thing's been yo-yoing for a while. So it's massive gap. Let's take a look at the hourly. It could go either way. I mean, it's a great idea. You know what? Thank you for helping me today. I'm going to put this one on to keep an eye on. I don't like the dojis, but if this thing can go and get into the gap, get above that 1190 area, I'm going to move it up to here. Then it's one to look at. So, you know, I'll put a kind of a higher price on to see if this thing can, again, the watch list kind of stinks for Monday, but it is what it is. watch if price can move up and get into the gap around $12. Major gap above. I don't like the spinning tops of the dojis, but again, we need to look at something, and there's not a whole lot to look for, and that's why we need scanners. We need trade ideas to see what's going to happen. Again, another possible reversal. It's just these spinning top doji candles I don't like. RDHL right near resistance, pulling back. Ooh, it's really dumping after hours. Let's see on the hourly. Possible short, you can see that 1125 area. Let's see, possible, let's do this. Possible short with support around $10 range. So again, if this starts to fail, you can see it's starting to get a little bit bearish, starting to fail moving average lines. If it starts to fail and fails the 20, it might, you know, this $10 area, that 50 SMA is a possible short down. And then after that, you know, it's kind of a little bit tighter here. Again, it's kind of this indecision mode. It's hard to get. Trying to give you guys a few things to look at, but nothing really exciting at this moment. Nope. All right, now that we've gotten through that garbage, that's the daily watches for Monday, which is not looking good. I don't really like anything, but it is what it is. Let's go and try to see what's going to happen on a swing trade watch list. If you guys have any thoughts, let's take a look. We'll take a look. So again, my first scan's not looking so hot. We shall see. Again, what's the lesson in all this, guys, right? What if the market is giving you indecision? What do you do? Well, you know, you can day trade, you can scalp. Swing trading might be more difficult. You might look at option spreads, or very simply, don't trade. There might be a couple days a week you just don't trade, right? If you're a long, you know, there might be a couple days a week where if you don't want to go short, maybe you don't trade, or you look to dip buy, or you sit in your hands, right? As many times you'll see a couple days a week, I'm just like, oh, guys, this 2 hours is a grind. I'm talking to you for a couple hours, and it's just like, this sucks. It's not much to look at, but I mean, what do you do, right? You got to go on what the market shows you. So that's why if you're new, when you start learning support, resistance, and patterns, you're not going to be like, oh my God, what's going on? Like, why is this doing this? You're going to say, oh, okay, market's at support. Oh, market's at a resistance, or market's caught between moving average lines. You no longer start to guess. Now, are there black swan events that can happen where a market will just, for whatever reason, surprise everybody and completely dump? Sure. Right? Sure, that can happen. But overall, when the market does something, it's not really surprising, right? It's giving you support, resistance, patterns, trend lines. It kind of leaves that trail, right? Very important. Yeah, Tommy, I'm not Disney's kind of I don't like where it's at with resistance. It can go either way at this moment. Let's see, ECR, let's take a look. Yeah, kind of a cup. Might be handling. But it's kind of, see, we want to be careful with swing trades. We don't really put small caps on swing trades. Just we don't like to get people trapped. So I see your eye on this. This one could get a pop up. Good eye. We just try to not put small caps on a swing trade watch list. BJ's. BJ. the heck? Why does their chart look weird? Oh, is this newer? Doesn't really have much of a history. I'm not liking that chart right now. TPX. Not loving it. Maybe kind of a cup and handle-ish. If you guys can see, big cup, and then you have this. That's where you got to be able to draw your trend lines. Very important. So now you can kind of see, is this looking to break out right above this upper trend line? If so, it's got some room. Let me go to the hourly. Might be trying to break out. Some resistance around 52.12, then 53.30. Kind of a double bottom-ish pattern. Bottom here, if it can break out above that 52 range. Could go either way. 52 up to 53.30. Let's see. There is a lot of open interest. The spreads are pretty decent, around 20 cents. Little right at the edge of where I want it to be. So this is one I would potentially keep an eye on. Double bottom on 1 hour. Watch for potential break above 52 with resistance around 53.30. So watch if it can break above this 52 area to see double bottom here. If it can get above, then you have a kind of a cup pattern. Maybe it wants to break out, and then you have 53.30 resistance. Again, don't love it, but I have a feeling we're not going to have many plays to take a look at. Backflip. I can't read. That's funny. LBTYA. Kind of an inverse head and shoulders. Left shoulder head, right shoulder. Might be looking to break. What do I think of this one? And not as much room as I'd like to go. SBUX, huge gap. Let's see. Starbucks, huh? Good old Starbucks. Aha. Yeah, that might be one to take a look at. So let's keep an eye. Let's take a look. All right, you guys rock. Yeah, this has got definitely some room to run, that's for sure. So, kind of has a reversal, inverse left shoulder head, kind of a right shoulder. Definitely has lots of room to potentially move up to 55, and then this gap, or that 50 SMA. So, yeah, we're going to put that one on as one to watch. Good eye, Tommy. Watch if MAs can cross, or if MAs cross with potential movement up with resistance around 50 SMA. Right on that pink line. S-Bucks, Starbucks. Lucian, would you trade shares or options when you are day trading, or does it depend on the particular share you're looking at, i.e. cost of the stock? Very great question. The answer is either, whatever you feel more comfortable with, right? Some people love trading the small cap pump and dumpers. Some people like trading the mid and high range small cappers. That's more my niche is more mid range and higher. So mid float. My brain's fried right now. Float, mid range and higher float stocks. I'm more of a scalper, lower risk, lower reward, trade shares, get in, get out, less likely to be caught in halts. Dan, he's more a huge fan of the low floaters, pump and dumpers, right? We also like to day trade options and do that as well. So we'll be showing you guys more of that as well. We're trying to kind of, you know, keep things simplified for you guys. So if you see, I've been kind of trying to teach you guys more of the mid-range and the higher range, because then that's something like, with what I'm showing you guys on our watch list and some of these mid-range and higher range ones, you can take this and translate it to higher share stocks, and even options, right? What we're basically teaching you is support and resistance that's going to translate into whatever you trade, right? Whether you're trading Apple or whether you're trading Dry as a piece of garbage pump and dump stock, you're still looking for the same things, right? You're looking for patterns. The only difference is the patterns are going to be a lot more reliable on a stock like Apple than they are like Dries, right? Because the Dries is going to pump and it's going to dump, whereas Apple, it's going to be less likely to pump and dump. It's going to obey more of the patterns. So the higher price stocks that you go to, then you're able to play patterns a lot more. Whereas the low floaters, they pump and they dump, and it's much more difficult to find good patterns, right? So the answer to your question is, it's a matter of your preference for trading shares or trading options. You can do really well trading options. That's why, again, guys, if you're watching this, if you're new, when you start, again, I'm just drilling support resistance patterns in your head every single day. Every time I do a watch list video, the couple hours a day is like, you got a couple hours in the morning I do with you guys, and then sometimes an hour or two at the end of the day, over and over and over, just showing you guys, hey, patterns, right? Support, resistance, reversal patterns, over and over and over. Once you guys learn patterns and drill it into your head, then you could, you might say, hey, I don't want to do low float stocks. I want to do higher price stocks. I want to trade stocks like Apple, Facebook, Netflix. That's when you can go and, day trade options on a, whatever. I don't know what is Facebook now. Let's take a look at Facebook. Yeah, it's kind of at all-time highs right now. You can see trend line, this kind of spinning top candle. This might want to pull back, right? This might be, again, angular resistance. Might want to pull back. This might pull back down. So you can see this is a star pattern, right? Very reliable. These patterns are very reliable, many times reversal patterns. Doesn't mean it's going to fall, but it's getting your, again, all-time highs, right? It's at all-time highs. This thing may want to reverse. I actually might just put, I might just put Facebook as a put. Got to be careful right up here at this 208 marker. All-time highs broke out. $206. This thing might be looking to reverse. If this rejects, you have a star pattern. Some support right around 202. So this is one to keep an eye on. If 206 rejects, it's a star pattern. Possible reversal down to that 9 EMA. Right around these areas right here. Yeah, I might just put Facebook on. See, again, more reliable on the, patterns. Star pattern on the daily near angular resistance with support around 9 EMA on the daily. Facebook. Oh, thanks, Frank. Appreciate it, bud. You know what I want to do? I'm going to add, do I have Facebook on there? So again, I have a thing that shows the Dow, and it's got some the bigger companies on it. So I even added Facebook, Netflix. Sometimes it gets a little tougher when the market gets a little bit messy. So I'm just going to see if there's something that I like on here. Again, Disney right at resistance. I don't like that. Boeing. Boeing now is in a gap. 352. Kind of like Boeing, maybe. So with Boeing, I'm looking at this gap right. It's close to the moving average lines are pinching. If you can get above that 352 level, moving average lines are pinching. Let's take a look at the hourly. Oh, that gap right here. It's near resistance. I'd like to see it get above that first. I wish I had a little bit more room. So you got your trend lines that you can draw, right? Go to the hourly. It's breaking out of that. Let me see here. It's kind of breaking out a little bit above the upper trend line. I would say look at this for a potential reversal down. But it's a little bit more bullish than I want it to be. So I might... Banks will cause a crash again, especially Citigroup. Yeah, possibly. Almost done. I'm going to try to find one more for you guys. Then it's nap time. Procter & Gamble might be looking to try to break out a little bit. See that 79.94 area? Kind of got a cup and handle-ish pattern. Bull flagging on the daily. But it's just been kind of being a little too choppy for me lately, though. A little too close. I like to try to give you guys some room for breakouts as well. So again, like Facebook, I like because was at angular resistance, showing a star pattern, possible reversal. That's why I like Facebook. So I'm trying to find some of these other ones that might have a good, clear setup. No. Ah, Netflix has a double top. Let's see here. So Netflix has a double top here. You have bottom right down here at 380. Or the base of the double top. Failing the moving average lines. This might be one for a possible put. I'm going to get rid of TPX and put Netflix. Patterns, guys, very, very important. Netflix right here, double top, kind of big round top, base of this double top right around that 380 marker. Now again, it is a little bit oversold. It might bounce right back up, but if it rejects, let me take a look at the daily again. It's starting to fail the 20 on the daily. It's got some room to fall. So it's got some room down to that 381-ish area. Double top pattern, possible short slash put with support around 381. Netflix. All right. Carlos, you could definitely email us if you want. That's totally cool. You're welcome back, Flick. Appreciate it. Goldman Sachs, Netflix reporting earnings. Yeah, we got to keep an eye on them. All right, guys. So that is that. I am tired. Gonna take a nap. Get a pizza with Doritos. Some form of ice cream. And then I will see if there's a red box or Ghost Adventures. Life of a trader, huh? Guys, I didn't say I was going to Bali. Didn't say I was going to take some shirtless selfies. Didn't say I was going to hop in my Maserati or my go on my private jet. Maybe go to Vegas tonight. Go to the casino. Nope. I'm having pizza. Going to take a nap. Eat some ice cream. Lots of carbs, lots of sugar. Probably throw some Corona Lights in there instead of just Corona regulars. Do some light. Maybe I'll get some lime. Maybe I'll get a couple limes. I got a boring life, guys. All I do is teach you guys support and resistance all day long. And then I take naps. And then I do it each day. Trying to give back to you guys. I'm hoping you guys will be cool with me soon, just pumping up stocks, right? Will you guys be cool with it soon if I could just be like, make it easier, right? Just be like, can you guys just buy the stocks we buy, pump it up 20, 30 cents for us, let us scalp it, right? Make money. Then we could show you guys thumbnails of, hey guys, I had a $12,000, $15,000, $7,000 day, right? Just pump up stocks to you guys. It'd be so much easier, right? You guys cool with that? Charge you a lot more. Make our job so much easier, right? Pumping stocks to you guys. You guys cool with that? All right, guys. I'm done. Too much sugar and carbs. Yeah, my diet is full of carbs, sugar, staring at thousands of charts per day, rambling for a couple hours talking to you guys, trying to entertain you guys and make things not so boring when trading stocks. I should, right? Lucian, you should exercise for a little. That's a very great point. I should. My brain's obsessive compulsive. It doesn't stop. So that's why you guys catch me for the neck up right now, right? Get you my good side, right? Good side. Lower half, I'm more average, right? More average. But maybe I'll get in a good diet for you guys. Fly out to Bali. Give you guys some shirtless selfies someday if I get motivated enough. I'd rather have pizza. What do you cider low float? Before you chow down, what do you cider low float? What do you mean, Bob? Speaking of cider, guys, a really good drink, really good for fall. But I had one last night. Is an Angry Ball. You guys ever heard of an Angry Ball? That's where you take Johnny. You're welcome. Johnny. Angry Orchard. Angry Orchard beer. I recommend the low sugar. Get the lower sugar kind. So Angry Orchard, I prefer the lower sugar. And then you take a shot of Fireball and you mix it. And if you want to get really creative, you take a sugar and cinnamon rim. So take sugar and cinnamon, mix it in a bowl. Maybe dip a little bit of put a little bit of the Angry Orchard beer. Kind of dip that in the bowl so you get like the wet around the top of the rim. Then you dip it into the sugar and cinnamon rim. And then you pour Angry Orchard and a shot of Fireball. Mix it. Really great fall drink, and it's really good. Bali. Going to Bali, guys. Don't make me go on a rant. I was really good today. I'm proud of myself. So I only gave you a little bit of a rant. I want a little bit less today. A little bit less Bali and more Angry Orchard. All right, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Oh, yeah, by the way, if you're not a subscriber, we're only $10 a month. So we do try to give you a little bit of teaching you about the stock market, right? A little psychology of the stock market. Sometimes I give you guys comedy shows. Sometimes I feel like I'm funny at times, but sometimes I might not be funny, right? Sometimes I might be a little too, maybe sometimes, right? Comedians go up on stage sometimes they deliver, right? Sometimes they give you a great show. You think they're hilarious. And then sometimes a comedian will go up and they'll try like a little bit new of their routine, or sometimes they bomb, or hey, like, the audience isn't chuckling so much. Or maybe like, hey, that comedian said something that was very offensive. Yeah, sometimes I say that as well. So you never know what you're going to get with me. Sometimes I'm offensive. Sometimes I'm PC. Sometimes I'm boring. But when you're talking to a screen, staring at a computer for 3-4 hours a day, we hope hope to entertain you, and hopefully you're enjoying what you get. All right, guys, so we're only $10 a month. Have a great weekend. If you're not a member yet, feel free to join below. That's what I got. So I will catch you guys later. Enjoy.